So I'm trying to figure out what HYLN might do, which is just entirely speculation. But one of the investors of HYLN is Cola Capital Partners, and they are invested in HYLN, and also they're invested in another company called Liquid Piston. And apparently, Liquid Piston is raising money from public investors through a website called Start Engine. After you fasten your seatbelts, you start your engines. And Liquid Piston's fundraising little section is here. And there's a lot of similar things between Liquid Piston and HYLN, but they're not the same. They want to unlock up to $7 million in Army Catalyst match funding. For every $1 invested can help unlock up to $3 in non-dilutive Army funding. So I'm kind of guessing that HYLN is looking for a deal so they don't have to dilute shareholders. And the only kind of thing that draws me to that conclusion is they're both backed by Cola Capital, and they may be influencing in terms of what they're doing. And the more I read about what they're doing, it's very similar to what HYLN's doing, but HYLN's a different company. And apparently it's an arrangement between the United States government where they'll help fund, but they'll match up to a certain amount that the public is willing to fund. So it's like government money, which is paid for by the American taxpayer, plus investor money. But keep in mind that HYLN is trying to raise a lot more money. They want to get up to 500 million, but it may be 200 million, 300 million. With this Liquid Piston thing, they've raised 2.3 million, which is significantly less. So this engine is it's a different type of engine. It does something with a high efficiency hybrid cycle. HYLN does the Carnot cycle. It's protected by 110 plus patents. HYLN is protected by a lot of patents with their Carnot engine. Liquid Piston has a multi-fuel engine platform. HYLN has a fuel agnostic platform where it can accept multiple fuels. Liquid Piston is built off the Wankel engine, and HYLN is built off the Sterling engine platform. And also in here, there's mention of unmanned aerial systems. And with HYLN, there's mention of unmanned vessels. Again, these are similarities I just keep seeing. There's support from the U.S. Department of War, and I recall seeing pictures of, Thomas Healy and Bobby. They went to, one of them had a name tag that is it was related to the Department of War. And they're doing all these updates. There's all these social media updates, and Thomas Healy is doing a lot of social media updates too. Oh, there's talk of this powering AI data centers, and what do you know? The HYLN Carnot generator could also power AI data centers. There's just a lot of similarities here. It's ready to scale commercially. HYLN may scale commercially. Hopefully they'll do it by the end of the year, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that. Why the Department of Defense is the right first customer for us. HYLN's first customer is the Office of Naval Research. And I've got to go to their very first posting here. Hang on. Okay, this is the very first posting. Meet our new board member, Mark Little. And we're excited to announce that Mark Little, PhD, former Chief Technology Officer at GE and Director of GE Global Research, has joined our board of directors. Mark brings decades of experience in energy generation research and development. GE Global Research, is that General Electric? Nah, it couldn't be. But I'm just saying just very similar things between HYLN and Liquid Piston. And Liquid Piston has raised 2.3 million, and it's an arrangement where the government will provide additional money based on public investment, and it's not going to dilute shareholders with Liquid Piston. And people are concerned that if someone's going to provide capital to HYLN, it may dilute shareholders, but it may or it may not. I don't know, but I just see a lot of similarities between these two companies and what they're doing. They're both in with the government. They both are bringing back old technology and the trying to sell it to the government, and they want to go commercially. And there's also talk of AI in here. Our product development pipeline. What's next? On the Air Force side, we're developing a larger rotary diesel engine and hybrid system, expected to be in advanced prototype stage at the end of 2027. And I know with HYLN, they're building a larger cargo generator with, was it 800? It wasn't 200 kilowatts. It was like 800 kilowatts, scalable up to 3.2 megawatts. It's just very, very similar with what these two companies are doing, and the commonality is Liquid Piston. Not Liquid Piston, it's Cully Capital. Learn why the Department of Defense is betting on Liquid Piston. It's a webinar. He's also using the term unlock. Healy uses the term unlock. What happened since the last raise? Significant hybrid propulsion for unmanned aerial systems, developed a 10 kilowatt microgrid capable portable generator that's smaller and lighter than currently fielded power units, secured a 35 million US Air Force contract. And I think at HYLN, they're reaffirming guidance to get 40 million, which is close to 30 million in contracts. And they've been selected for the Army SBIR Catalyst program. So I'm venturing to guess that HYLN may be trying for some government program. I know that they had they recently announced this new outside guy. I forget his name, but he has prior experience with working with the Army through another company, which is legit because I was able to find contracts with that other company. And they may be getting him, I think his name is Abdul or something, to get something going. But this is just all guessing and speculation. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.